I was thinking of people and funny ideas. Destiny Truth, aka Teachings on Heaven. He's back and he's got an Irish accent, hasn't he? Have you come across his Teachings on Heaven?
What about him?
He deleted his videos a while ago, right? Came back, and now he's talking in an Irish accent.
He's back now?
Yeah, and he's doing these videos. You don't see his face, but you see like an image he's picked up, probably off Google Images or something. And he's basically there, where he used to speak in a very English accent, like he's from the BBC or something. Now he speaks kind of like, he's talking like this, and he's saying, well, of course, you know, the way of Christ, you know, he's talking very much like that. He's saying, you've got to understand the true way of Jesus. So he's talking in a sort of like fake Irish accent. So I'm slightly worried about him, because he is a bit of a loose cannon, to be entirely fair.
He did say he was Jesus too, didn't he?
He did.
He got his birthday wrong.
Yeah. So
that was weird. Like maybe Jesus wasn't very.
Well, he said something, I can't remember what it's. He said that when he was what was it? He said something like he was born in 0 BC or something like that. I can't remember exactly. And I had to go and correct him. I was like, you know, there actually is no 0, and the actual date that Christ was born was probably, around 3 or 4 AD. And
didn't he also say that's when he died?
I cannot remember. But he got some date thing messed up, and I went and corrected.
Then he told him he made it worse. I think I remember that he said, I was born like 2031 years ago or something, so he just edited when I died back then or whatever.
Yeah.
He was really confused.
Definitely.
He kept changing it. You'd think if he had been incarnated, he would have kept track of time.
Yeah. I mean, you know, when I first came across his videos as Destiny Truth, and he was talking about Destiny, I thought, well, he seems to have a lot of weird, like, spiritual beliefs, and you know, his choice, his own life. But then he started saying, like, Destiny are, like, possessed, and then he got that channel, Teachings on Heaven, and it kind of all went downhill from there. It makes you wonder what he's gone through in his life. I mean, he must have gone through some pretty weird stuff, I imagine.
Yeah.
You know, otherwise...
It looked like that guy who played on House MD, that's what I remember.
Yeah. I think I know the one. A little bit, yeah, I haven't thought of that.
Yeah, he was a similar type, and with the hair and everything. Kind of reminiscent, but not quite.
Not quite, no.
I'm sorry that channel is gone, because that was evidence for some weird Destiny things, like that they said.
True.
Like Ryan calling me a cunt. Should have made a screen cap, damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Because they all go, oh, why are you potty mouthing and insulting? And I'm like, excuse me? I've been called very colourful terms. Well, that was Ryan, right, who opposed Destiny, kind of, recently. And then he didn't want anyone to know about it, so maybe I shouldn't talk about it.
Oh.
He had that on his blog, problems he has with Destiny, and it was public, but I don't think he knew that.
Yeah, it sounded like he was about to split hairs or something, I don't know. And then, I don't know if he is or not. I mean, it's his choice. If he wants to stay with Destiny, that's fine.
I'm not saying that he's going to leave them, it's just he listed his problems with the ideology.
Yeah.
Like stuff with the breathing, what's unhealthy about focusing on every breath, and that he didn't like their stand on sexuality because he doesn't feel like feeling guilty for everything he does, and desiring people, and that it's normal. And I'm like, hey, you're actually being healthy there. I like that. And that he didn't like the history of mankind because it was stupid. And then within, and there goes my microphone. And then within 2 days, Spareman and that chick called Laura knew something, something. That one chick. She and Spareman came there instantly and started bitching at him. Basically saying, "You're not a good enough tester, you just didn't try hard enough." They're being really, really bitchy. And then he posted something about responding to some comments, but that was private for real this time. And then he wrote something about, "I don't hate Destiny." And I was like, yeah, that was a dumb move. Some guy actually criticizes Destiny with real common sense. And instead of luring him back in, you go bitch at him and reaffirm his opinion. That's a bad idea. And I think it proves that to Spareman, pretty much she's the main cheerleader. She just goes and bitches at people to prove that she's, I don't know, the alpha female or something.
Do you reckon that Spam Ann gets jealous of Sinet's spies? I do wonder.
I don't know, maybe they're buddies.
Yeah. Well.
I know there's some people she doesn't really like.
Such as?
I think she didn't like Craver too much.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because Craver got kind of big, and also Craver has boobs, so she has an advantage there.
True.
I think basically that's... Huh? Well, she shoves them into the camera at every opportunity, so she knows how to work those.
Yeah, that's how to play the YouTubes.
Works with Destiny males too. Very much. I was like, yeah, well, and Spareman can't really compete with that, so she started bitching on a blog about beauty image and breast implants and whatever.
I can't remember who the one
was. She went
was.
to some blog and was like, my breast just grew, hooray. Thanks for sharing. Oh, she's so weird.
Yeah. I think they all are, aren't they? They're all very, well, they either start out as being slightly peculiar and become weird, or they just end up being weird from the get-go, from the start. You know? It's like I suppose no one sane would want to be in Destiny anyway, to be entirely fair.
They are slightly delusional.
Slightly.
I'm trying to be nice here, yeah?
It's like the understatement of the year.
Yeah, sometimes I'm thinking, I'm a very straightforward, honest person, but you cannot tell those people anything honestly. Like, when I did my musical critic stuff, I mean, you can take everything 2 ways. You could have taken this as constructive criticism if you had wanted to, if you were professional about it, but no. I'm the Antichrist for saying, hey, you know what? Your music piece kind of sucks, and it would help if you tuned your piano every once in a while. That might help. But no, yeah. No. If you say that, you're evil.
Yeah. I suppose that's the, well, at least an element of it. I'm not sure what other condition might be more applicable. But we talk about narcissism. The narcissist finds it extremely difficult to take any form of criticism, even constructive criticism. I think we all have a narcissistic element, of course, but it seems to me that these Destonians are just obvious, blatant. Well, narcissists, I mean, I have a certain element to it with myself, and I find it, you know, a bit difficult to talk about, a bit difficult to deal with. But they are so far beyond anything I would be like or have been like. It's totally insane. I mean, the way they act, the way they talk, the way they treat their subscribers, commenters, people who come to them new, it's completely ridiculous.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Sometimes when they're really braggy about something, I'm not really, I don't like bragging personally, and they're really braggy about something, and I'm sitting here, I can do that like 10 times better, and I'm not even an asshole about it. What am I supposed to think now? Because I don't even consider myself great at that. And they go like, look, I can draw a line. I'm like, Picasso.